Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. And the shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item one.
It's Totti! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Donatoni. It's a pretty loose pass. Zaniolo, and it's Tonali. Orsolini. Oh, that's well spotted. Barella. In with the challenge. Tonali. Orsolini. And it's Del Piero. It's played through for him. Oh, it's a great ball here. Italy with the corner, they're first. Struck first time. They've got to be quick to recover this. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Totti. Italy ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Del Piero. Donatoni. Probing pass. Decent chance! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Deftly away. Donatoni will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Italy have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
That's been cut out, well played. Zaniolo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Donatoni knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Filippo Inzaghi. Peruzzi claims comfortably. Zaniolo. Now Tonali. Barella. Looking to play him in. Maldini. And it's Barella. Del Piero. Played into space. Zaniolo. And it's Totti. Odo. Donatoni. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Maldini. Cross from Maldini. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Italy can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Time and again they are repelled. There's a sharp little ball here.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he welcomes it in. Nice interception, well timed. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Del Piero. Barella. Now Tonali. Aims beyond the defence.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's got away. Inzaghi! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Filippo Inzaghi really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Italy can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Can he get it through? Delivers the ball. Throw it. Now it's Totti. Filippo, and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's definitely not his best. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to play it through. And this is Inzaghi. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Totti. Odo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Barella. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a sharp pass. And he's managed to get rid. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Bastoni. Italy have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Ricci clears without hesitation. Out towards the flank. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Orsolini, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Maldini. Massaro. Oh, red, nice interception. The message is clear, none shall pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's quick to get rid. Tonali, oh, nicely intercepted. Ricci. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And this is Totti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Barella. And he cuts out the supply. And back to the keeper. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Very much into the last knockings. No, he's not getting his way this time. Totti. Zaniolo. And it's Totti.
Italy really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as it goes. Italy can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Tarkowski is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Peter, he's a player with all the physical attributes to get his team out of a jam at the back, either by mopping up a loose ball or launching a last-ditch challenge. His calming presence might also help his team get into fewer of those sticky situations in the first place, I guess.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And the pass is intercepted. Turns back here, probably the best option. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has been slung wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's through here. Now it's Rashford. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Koundé. Vieira. That is Conte. And Hernandez. Beckham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rashford. Kane. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Lampard, a player who needs no introduction. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Griezmann. Vieira. That is Conte. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's had it nicked away. Ribéry. No way through. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. Platini. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Conte. 15 minutes till half-time. Beckham. Now it's Lampard. Oh, it's a great... It's Kane! Oh, Harry Kane, how good are you? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Ribery. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Conte. Kane. Rashford. Chance here to counter. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Kane short changes him with that pass. Selamat spread neatly. He has found the way through. Opts for safety. And it's Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kante was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a promising position. In with the challenge. Platini. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
England just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
This looks promising. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lampard. And he's only too happy to take that back. For Rashford. Now it's Lampard. And this is Kane. Kane! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Terrific effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And that has put paid to that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Lampard. Beckham. And Beckham! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Changement.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And the shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. Oh, that was vital. And it's Scholes.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe. Shot could be on. Kante is on. And he shoots! Goal! France! France are back on level terms.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Après 65 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. Rashford. Beckham. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? France have the chance to go the other way. England are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
France can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lampard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's played in low. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Scholes. Rice. And it's Lampard.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for options for movement. Well, that pass isn't the best. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that is expertly dealt with.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Beckham, that's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. England could have here their final chance.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Koundé can get it clear. Lampard takes a shot!
Attention, changement.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Kante deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's made its way to him. He might be in here!
That's going in strongly.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Changement pour la France.
Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
France making further changes here, and in quick succession. And the referee brings it to a close. England played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they... A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position.
Oh, Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fernando Torres is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Torres is onto this. Dani Olmo, Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Carvajal makes a dash for it. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nice touch. Carvajal. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Piqué promptly onto that, and that is that. Yamal is herring after that one. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fermin. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Oyarzabal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Carreras. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Xavi Alonso. Dani Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal is always looking to break lines. De Gea claims comfortably. Mosquera. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Change of plan here, perhaps. And it's Xavi Alonso. Pedri deals with that comfortably. Rodri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Here's Rodri. Oh, good spread. Rodri. Bojan. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Torres. Torres ended up in no man's land. Rodri. And it's Olmo. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Torres. And the through ball. Yamal. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Yamal. And it's Olmo. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Bojan. Carreras. Rodri. It's Pedri. And here's Torres. Now it's Lopez. Dani Olmo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking tidy in possession here. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. Back underway then.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rodri. Xavi Alonso. But they've got it again. Fermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Dani Olmo. Stood up well to him there. That has not gone well. Threads one in. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Pedri gets a foot in here. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Yamal. It's a searching pass. Swings it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That is good alertness. And here's Yamal. And it's Lopez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal, nice-looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massive.
Can he finish? Fermin. Spain have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Yamal.
That's going in strongly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he skips past his man. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 4, Bojan Krikic. El dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por
Pedri.
el dorsal 8. El dorsal 17.
Nice sequence of passes this. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ansu Fati. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Xavi Alonso. Some really good ball movement.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodri gets across to intercept that.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, that was vital. Not the most accurate pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Yamal.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's managed to get free.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Ferran Torres getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Yamal. Fati in acres of space out wide. Rodri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So, that was the second half.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11. El dorsal 22.
Into extra time we
el
go.
dorsal 17. Serán sustituidos por
Torres.
el dorsal 23.
It's a pretty loose pass.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal 15. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That's a cute ball. Dink through. Fati has the space to scheme. And now the breakaway. Now it's Torres. Dani Olmo, and he's worked it through. Ferran Torres. Mosquera spots it and intercepts. Bojan. Isco. Ferran Torres. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Bojan. To Ansu Fati. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great
Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Ferran Torres. Dani Olmo, he's having a pop! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. And it's Olmo. And we're halfway through extra time. Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? And so the last chance to find a winner. So, for the last time, who dares to win? Piqué makes the interception. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Torres. And here's Ferran Torres.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Ansu Fati. And he can thump it away. And that's been won straight back. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Isco. Morata.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Morata really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Isco. Can he get it through? Now it's Pino. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
I had a feeling this might end goalless with everyone pretty much running themselves to a standstill. These players certainly have done their part in making it an enthralling encounter.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. That's a brilliant read. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Ferran Torres is the next man in the spotlight.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Spain feeling the pressure. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Spain are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Denied remarkably. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
This then to level matters. Oh, you're not going to save that.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Fati is the third man to step forward. Oh, it's a really good save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Morata, fourth in their queue. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
This to stay in it. What poise! What noise!
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Clearly for some, this is all too much. Dispatched! They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Spain can be really...
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I'd love to see what the exciting Kaoru Mitoma will get up to, Peter. He's naturally left-sided. He likes to...
Takes a shot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
And it's Kubo. And he's being shifted off it. He won't be happy with that one. Dani Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal. Takai. Great vision. Nice control. It's a promising position. Now here's the delivery. Howson clears it away. Fernando Torres. He's through here. And he's in on... Tries a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Great shot at goal! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Ferran Torres. Oyarzabal. Picked out brilliantly. That's destined for the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Now can he finish? And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Spain find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Torres. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here. Nagatomo. And this is Okazaki. Real chance! Now, how often do you see that?
Japan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Almost half an hour in now. Dani Olmo. Here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Fernando Torres. And the finish! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a sharp pass. Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he's running through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Olmo. Mikel Oyarzabal is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Okazaki. Kubo. And he lines up a cross. Japan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, there's the clearance. Spain are looking to go forward now. Piqué is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And it's Okazaki. Tries to pass it through.
At a time.
He slings it in. Mosquera can get it clear. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Spain are looking to break at pace. Fernando Torres. So a temporary halt to the action. Who would have seen this? by any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we are back on the way. Some really good ball movement. Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
PK. Okazaki. He is through here. Okazaki carries the ball down the right.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, terrible mistake. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Japan still making a fight of this. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well played. Ferran Torres threads one in. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Takai.
Substitution for Japan, number 21, Okazaki, number 7, Mitoma, number 14.
Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Coming on the field, number 40, number 11,
And it's Pedri.
Kakitani, number 39,
Iniesta.
number
And this is
8,
Torres.
Hirotoshi Nakata. Substitution
Torres
in progress.
is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a Spain free kick, so a genuine chance to increase the lead. Off the ball! And that is a truly outstanding save. Iniesta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Oyarzabal. And the counter is on. Some good work on the right flank here. Tries to play it through. In towards the back stick. Oh, the clearance is short. Mikel Oyarzabal tries to thread one through. Iniesta is in a really good position out wide. Nagatomo. Fermin. Yamal. That pass isn't the best. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oyarzábal, Fernando Torres. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Spain are having a ball here. He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Corner number 2 then. Pedri gets it away. And that's aimed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nakazawa gets across and deals with it. Space for him to turn and look. He's shifting through the gears here. In by Kakitani. And it's turned away. That's really well manoeuvred. Iniesta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Ansu Fati. Yamal. Closing in. Yamal! And it's Lopez. And here's Morata. No way through. Played out wide. Iniesta. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the shot! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Howson. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Time added on 4 minutes. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's done well to get that clear. So that's it. It is all over. Spain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played into space. Now it's Haaland. This looks real chance! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Milan! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Biol. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now the breakaway. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Little pass back. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Lee Kang-in gets it clear. Slovenia have reclaimed it. Threads one in. Flashes it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Lee Kang-in. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to play it through. He has... Tries a shot! He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well read, and the danger is averted. Turns back here, probably the best option. Biol. Over to the right flank. Donadoni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he welcomes it in. He's in a... Goes for a shot! Some good work on the right flank here. Šeško.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has a look up and delivers. They've played it short. Oh, it's played into the area. And now a sudden chance to counter. Biol wins the duel this time.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nicely weighted ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, nicely intercepted. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Donatoni. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes, 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Donadoni! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Donadoni will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. Here's a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Has crossed into the middle. That's going to go a long way. Well timed, excellent interception. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He was under real pressure there. Davids being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
That's a cute ball. Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Lee Kang-in. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And a chance! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he's definitely takes a shot! And again! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Donatoni. Moved on forwards. Caught offside that time. Slovenia have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. And the shot! Good running, strong and purposeful. Edmilson, good, strong midfield running here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he should have made it four.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Punched away. Haaland! And he's quick to get rid. Slovenia have the chance to go the other way. He can run onto that. He's through here. Šeško. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Piqué looking for the run. Lee Kang-in receives it in a wide position. And this is Ronaldo. Milan are closing in on a comfortable win. Thinks about the shot. Oh, cracking. And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now it's Haaland, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids does well to get it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Short changes him with that pass. Edmilson. Now he's got space here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely...
And a shot! Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, good effort! No, got right underneath it. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Van Bouten. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball and shoots! And that's a tidy finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 20, Erling Haaland.
So that's it, it is all over. Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
That has been slung wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Drills one in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Maldini. Probing pass. They get a throw in. Baresi. Matthäus. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that looks a decent ball. Neymar. That's tidy. Beckham clears without hesitation. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Donatoni, and it's Bergkamp. Matthäus. Bellingham. He's in plenty of space here, showing good feet. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's straight offside. Not the most accurate pass. Messi.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Gently done. That has not gone well. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Neymar looking to play him in. Oh, nice touch. Decent chance! It's there! And we have liftoff! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Neymar in acres of space out wide. It's Neymar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Boulogne really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Boulogne with the corner, there first. Chance! And it's come back out to him. And that's in. They are purring, truly purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Boulogne are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's where it came from. And now the breakaway. Spread to the right.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. He's on it. Can he get away? Big chance! And again! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thinks about the shot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's in! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Maldini. Donatoni. Mateus. He has a look up. And the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Great chance! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Great ball if he can get there. Donatoni. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. This possibly the last play of the half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's been hooked away. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Down to business again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
There's the shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Cannavaro. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. No way through. Donatoni. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. Mateus. Neymar. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Milan are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Van Bauten. And here's Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And they can counter here. Now it's Neymar.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Mateus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide. And he opts to go forward. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Beckham. And it's Kukçu. And here's Neymar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Donatoni. Beckham. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Donatoni. Oh, now here's an interesting match-up. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Attention, changement.
Now that was quite some save.
Beckham will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Engages Neymar! It's hit the upright. Boulogne have the chance to go the other way. And it's Beckham. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's a good ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that's a waste.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Le
The two
numéro
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 8. Le numéro 10.
Bergkamp.
Messi. Alors
Can he
place,
get it through?
Le
Oh,
numéro
red,
7.
nice interception.
Le numéro 15.
Milan perhaps
Le numéro
contemplating
13.
their next change
Le
here.
numéro 22.
And he's
Le
managed to
numéro
get
14.
free.
Changement.
Driving. Fiore! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Changement en cours.
Rijkaard. And it's Olmo. Now it's Son Heung-min. Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Knocks it into space. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Real chance! And he hits the net! Just cruising! They are cruising! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Cafu picks it up out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Tonali.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cafu. Tries to play it through.
Il y aura 4
Into
minutes
a minimum
de temps
of
additionnel.
4 minutes additional time. Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. Space for him to turn and look. He is through here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they win it back again. Cafu played into space. Rijkaard gets across to Inter. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.